Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this very special opening today. We've got a, I guess, is this chaos? It looks kind of like chaos. But Lucas, my patron all the way from Japan, thank goodness he's on a military base, so I don't have to pay outrageous fees sending him stuff, but I can go regular postage. That's actually kind of nice. You guys don't even know. International shipping is the worst sometimes. Anyways, Lucas purchased the mystery pack bundle from me. I've got 50 boxes, and I just RNG for a bunch of packs. So we're going to get right into it. It is also a gift for his daughter, Charlie. Happy birthday. I believe he said she's turning 13, so it was a little... I'm going to be including some extra things. We won't go into it, but I'm going to add in there. I'll leave a little bit of surprise for those guys, but we're going to open all these packs, and we're going to make a Brawl Commander. It's going to be interesting. I'm quite interested in how this is going to turn out because... Oh, I mean, when you draft from a set, at least everything kind of makes sense going into it. But for a commander deck where you can only have one card of each, so I'm going to keep it down to Brawl, so 60 card size. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But let's stop yammering and rambling and open some packs. So we'll do the same way as last time. I'm going to open all the packs first, and you guys see the cards inside, and then I'll deck build afterwards. I'll sort and everything. So, see what we get. I think he did pretty good on the pack pick out. Oh, Phyrexian Land. That's right, I forgot about that. And I also forgot... Don't forget to subscribe. 1,280 subscribers. Let's go. Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be good. Starting off with an Ichor Moon Gauntlet. Ooh, planeswalkers you control have proliferate and -12. Take an extra turn after this one. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose a counter on target permanent. Put an additional counter of that kind on that permanent. That is pretty dope. I like that. Nice for a little planeswalker deck. Obviously, in this set, poison was pretty big, so I'll be throwing some extra poison counters out with non-creature spells. But yeah, I think the thing that I'm most worried about is making sure that we find an actual legendary that we're able to even make a deck for. So let's hope that goes okay. Hey, we got legendary Tabarax, Hope's Demise, but we want at least, I think the goal is 2-color. I think that's going to provide us with the best results. Obviously, if we get 3-color, that's really good too. But oh, Malakir Rebirth. Is Malakir Rebirth the uncommon that actually has a little bit of value? I believe. I think it is. But in addition to, just straight purchasing these mystery chaos drafts, I've offered the patrons the opportunity as well to trade boxes for this so that we can kind of expand that 50 boxes. And on top of that, actually, I think I'm going to start going into the open market and just picking up boxes as well from not so much older sets, but sometimes you have a draft box of one set. You're missing something from, but the set has draft, play, and set boxes. I mean, some sets have 3 different boxes. Oh, and can't forget the jumpstart boxes. My goodness. So I think that would be really fun to keep adding in boxes and just literally eventually just get to 100 boxes that we're trying to pull from. And we just draft and make decks. It'd be fun. I think it's a really, I like it as a content idea. So, Profit Loss. Good old split cards. The good old days. Possibility Storm. And, oh, I just realized that was Gatecrash, wasn't it? Oh, Dragon's Mace. I think we have a Gatecrash one in here too. Somewhere? No, I guess they didn't pull one. Final Fantasy! Definitely one of the more expensive draft packs. I think these are like $10 to $15, so good luck on that one. I hope you get something good. A poo-poo UFO. Every time I see this card, it gets me. Firion, the Swordmaster. Oh, that's actually... SRAM's actually pretty nice for Commander, so whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Again, it would be great if it was red-white. It would really help for us right now. Ooh, and a Fire Crystal. Double rare pack. Very nice. And a little Tonberry to knifey on the back. Little Death Touch to the back. Just a poke. Some of these things I have not opened in quite a long time. Alright, I already spieled about subscribers. Let me get that out of the way. It's bothering me. Like Innistrad. Shadows over Innistrad. Oh my goodness. Couldn't even tell you. Could not even tell you the last time I opened one of these packs. Some of these definitely go back. But wow, actually, Innistrad would be like 8 years now? 7 or 8 years. Maybe even not. It might be 9 years. That's so long ago. Where's time go? Ooh. Haunted Cloak. That's pretty dope. Quick creature has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. Got a nice little uncommon right there. Ongoing Investigation and a Choked Estuary. Enters battlefield, you may reveal an island or swamp from your hand. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. That is nice land. Good rare right there. The possibilities are endless. One of my favorite sets right here from the past few years. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Let's get... there's still, I think... We can get Bosaiju. There's so many good things in this, actually. Be nice to see. Reckoner's Bargain's pretty good. I think that's a common that has... I think that actually might be over $1. Azusa's Mini Journeys. So the only thing about these videos is they're quite a bit longer. Editing them, I probably am not going to price or anything like that. Hey, we got I think this is our first 2-color. Satoru Umisawa. Ninja. Oh! Dang. Nice hit. We got a Jin Gataxis. Progress Tyrant. Mythic Foil. Ooh, that was nice. Very nice, very nice. War of the Spark. So, I think Lucas sent me $150. Definitely got to make sure we get there for his bundle birthday gift for Charlie. And I think even the cooler thing about it was, and I completely forgot about this, but we're about to come up on it. So, Infinity Draft Boxes had box toppers. So what I'm also doing is I'm not counting the box topper as one of the packs that we were rolling for, but since it was the first person to open it, they get the box topper. I think that was a cool idea too. To add in just a little woohoo. What were we on? Oh, War of the Spark. Well, the set that started. This was the beginning. Got Soul Diviner. Shriek Diver. Land. Right? War of the Spark started it all. Was that like our first... We got a commercial, a YouTube commercial or something like that to really kick off the set? I mean, I feel like that's where it all began. Prize Wall. I can never remember any of the Infinity stuff. I know a lot of it. Some of it you really can't play with. It's not legal in very many formats. Especially I mostly play Commander and Standard. Gray Merchant of Alphabet. Oh, it's the Ungary, right? Enters the battlefield, choose a letter. For each creature you control has the chosen letter in its name. Gain 1 life in each bonus. That's so cool. Standard Procedure. We got a mythic there. Ooh. Infinity does have some of the best lands. Nice full art land right there. And we got we got some attractions. And, oh, no kitty cat. Oh, that's so cool. Little cat token. Swiping at the butterfly. Very sweet. Alright, box topper. I have no idea what we can get in this. Are they all duplication? I don't remember. Something good? Ah! Yeah, something good. We got a nice foil steam vents. Ah, that's sick. Very nice. Who can complain about that? It's not galaxy foil. That would have been sick, but still, foil steam vents. I can't imagine a foil shockland is a high pull rate in those box toppers, but I have no idea. So, oh, this turned out to be a really good opening. Oh yes, the pathways. Oh man, forgot about these. I don't know how I forgot about these. I was just looking at, I was moving stuff around in the room to get at certain boxes, and I came across my secret lair. The big, giant, nice boxes. I have the fetch lands. I think there's one for enemy fetches, and then we had the pathways. That they need to do more of that. That box was so friggin' nice. I don't remember how much they were originally. Maybe like $150. I have no idea what they are these days. Probably nothing, because, you know, boop. Yeah. Oh, man. Killing it. Scalding our box toppers were fire. Dang, man. Well, Lucas, I don't think you gotta worry about getting your value out of this. Dude, that is a beautiful looking card. And actually, it's in non-foil. I don't know if, yeah, you guys can kind of see it. This is almost raised, I guess, or it's textured different on the card. Ah, it's gorgeous. Ooh, that's a nice looking card too. Very nice. Oh, all right. I just realized. I hope that my camera counter is not telling me. Oh, we got a jumpstart pack. Oh, friggin' jumpstart. I remember these packs were like stupid to open. You gotta like push the cards up to give yourself some leverage to get this. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, no pull tab. No pull tab. The dumbest pack. And then when you think you're done, you got that. But I hope the timer that's going down on my phone isn't how long I have to be able to record. It says 46 minutes. I'm 13 out of 46. Does that mean I'm gonna have to do this in 2 parts? I sure hope not. I should have charged my phone. That's probably what it is. Or I didn't charge my phone or something. No idea. Primal Might. Rampaging Brontodon. Drover. Okay, so we got the green one, and just all green stompy stuff and a bunch of lands. Jumpstart's such a cool product. I absolutely love it. I hate the packaging on it though. The worst pack. They're just as bad, if not worse, than collector packs. And more War of the Spark. Sky Goblin Battalion Operative Strike Geode. Geode. Got the Thunder Drake. Thunder Drake. Oh, where you cast your second spell each turn. No, not the Drake I was thinking of. A Charm Stray. Deathsprout. Elite Guard Mage. The Wanderer. And Spark Double. Enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature or planeswalker you control. Except it enters with additional +1/+1 on it if it's a creature. Enters with additional loyalty counter on it if it is a planeswalker. And it's legendary if that permanent is legendary. It isn't. That's actually nice. That should be a few dollars then. I imagine that's pretty good, pretty good copy guy. The fact that it doesn't make it legendary, it isn't legendary if that permanent is legendary. Alright. Wilds of Eldraine. El Drano. Food? Okay. Sometimes they're... Yeah, okay. They go back and forth. Always throws me off after a long time of not opening Flesh and Blood, because Flesh and Blood does the same thing. So notorious of moving around all the card places. Alright. Knightly Valor. A Scalding Viper. See... Oh, there we go. Getting some more two-color legendaries. Telling you, that's something. That's the only thing I'm really worried about, is being able to get that legendary commander. Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan. Wait, is that OG Ixalan? No. Wait, it is. Well, I think this was the second one of Ixalan. Part 2, yeah, I had to have been part 2. Ooh, we get some nice vampires in this. What was it? Is it Alendra who's in this? I think Black, White, Dusk Rose or something like that. That was a fun one. Alright, Forerunner. Jungle Creeper. Cacophodon? What? Cacophodon. When it enters, when it's dealt damage on tap targeted permanent. Kumina's Awakening. So, Ascend. Ascend is such a cool mechanic. Control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. I think they should have brought Ascend back for this new set for Edge of Eternities, or something similar to Ascend. I don't know. I think that would have meshed up really nicely with, like ascending to the skies, to the stars and beyond. I think that would have meshed really nicely with the station mechanic. Or even as an alternative to station, we should be ascending, where like if you have 10 or more permanents in play, like they're all docked around your station, and then you get the benefits of the station. Or even pair it with it, like So you have to ascend, you can have an ascend mechanic on a card and a station card. That way there's something to hold you over, because, I don't know, I feel like you could get real stuck with having to station sometimes. Depending on how you're drawing. What? We got a little Pringle pack here. Alright. Pringles. It happens. Cyberland. Oh, we're on Shadows? That's not cool. It was a pretty old box. What do we say, 8, 9 years old? Just been sitting in the closet, waiting for its time to shine. Choke Actuary. Very nice. Another good land. Dang, man. Getting... Alright, Lucas. Maybe it's the birthday luck. We're getting all types of goodies here. It's gotta be it. Either that, or we just had some really good boxes, ready to be shot out. All right. Something got a red herring. A red herring. Hide in plain sight. Oh my! And a surveil land. Dude's just murdering it. All right, save some for everybody else. Okay, I still got 3 people after this to do some mystery boosters for. And it'll be pretty exciting. I'm glad that we came up with a content idea that people were interested in. Alright, we are back to... Oh, they had dirt. This is a double murders. Beautiful art card right here. I'm just a fan of the art cards. And actually, I noticed the other day, if you go and look at some of these signed art cards from the older sets, online. What are you doing? Holy Undercity Sewers. So you got 2 packs of Karlov and you hit 2 surveil lands, bro. Krenko's Buzz Crusher. Anyways, I was looking at the signed art cards. Friggin' Lightning Helix, what a pack. And I noticed online that there's not a whole lot of these signed art cards left online. Like listed on TCG Player, they've kind of dwindled down, which was very interesting. I think the signed art card is a really cool idea. I mean, it's the only card in Magic right now that we consistently get something that's signatured. And some of them are absolutely gorgeous. I think as a collector item, as something that you could potentially display regularly and not have to worry about extreme value, in place of putting cards out that you own and you may play with all the time, I think that that's an excellent idea. And I love the concept. Reckoner's Bargain again. Very nice. See if there's anything. See what all I remember as to what was good in all these sets. Because the nice part, I think we pretty much pulled everything we've pulled from has been in my time in the last like 7 years. Hey, we got a 3-color legendary Hinata the Dawn Crowd. Spells you cast cost 1 less cast for each target. Spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast for each target. Ooh, that's exciting. That might be fun. Oh, and do we get to play our blue? Ooh. Oh, and we get to copy our commander. So spells they cast cost 2 more to cast. Evil intrusive thoughts. Alright, all will be one Phyrexia. Nice land. Mirror Convert. Tablet of Completion. Tablet of Completion. No. Well, that was a dud. Swing and a miss. Any good common uncommons? Oh, the oil slicks and all that. The specialty chase for this set was probably some of the best that they've done. I think that that's definitely a direction. So like I want to see the new Solthera. I mean, I'm sure everybody does in its raised foiling, but I think the raised foiling chase cards and going in that direction is probably the correct thing to do. Those seem to be very, very beautiful cards. Ground Seal. Rankle's Prank. This was a good one at the time. Each player discards 2 cards. Each player loses 4 life. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. I believe that's all a little bit of standard play for like a moment. Alright, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Last pack. Whoa. Something good's coming, guys. The camera knows all. Sees into the future. Alright. Automated Artificer. Kaido. Commune with Spirits. Suit Up. Lucky Offering. Bowler. We got Shadow Walker. Some Ninjutsu. Ooh, so we're going to be able to... Oh, no, we're not going to be able to black Ninjutsu if we go for the Dawn Walker. Okiba. Colossal Sky Turtle. Generous Visitor. That's pretty nice right there. The Spirit Sister's Call. And Naomi, Pillar of Order. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let's get down to business. The nitty gritty. Can we do it? Is it too chaotic? I think that's why we got to go Brawl. If we were straight on trying to do a full 600 card, I definitely don't think that's going to work. All right. So we'll do multicolor, and then multicolor commander options. We'll do land tokens off to the side. Yeah, green. I think 6 card. I think 6 by. I struggled with that last time too. I'm not that bad at math, I swear. I think when we did 3 columns by 2 rows, it worked out the best. So just easier for me to be able to reach and keep everything on camera for you guys. Hopefully we can see. I know. Sorting is the most interesting thing you could do in the world to watch. Finally got colorless. Actually, What we should do is just put some music on real low, or get real quiet, put a microphone directly next to this, and you just hear the snap of the card on the table. You know, some ASMR right there for you. That's how I go to sleep every night, listening to somebody sorting cards. Actually, usually I'll just throw Amazon on, and they have like white noise. You can just look up on Amazon Prime black screen white noise, and if I'm having difficulty sleeping, that's what I'll do. Usually get some ocean waves going or some rain. Good times, good times. I haven't had to do that in a while, actually. I'm just so busy by the time it comes down to... I think this is actually... Yep, that's black. When it comes down to trying to crawl into bed and get to sleep, it's like 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm out. You just don't even remember. That's 5 minutes up to falling asleep. Where'd my white go? There we go. And we got colored artifacts killing us. Trying to figure out where my white and black piles are. I need to focus a little more here. That way we can get to the good part. And also, I really don't know if my camera's... I've never seen this timer. I wish I could show you guys. I can't flip the camera around to videotape itself. I definitely don't remember that timer being there before. Maybe that's all the space I have left for. I need to go in and delete stuff. That would be highly unfortunate. So I mostly do delete, but then I guess isn't there like a delete folder too? I gotta go clear that. Ay. Should know these things at this point. Alright, where are we at? Red. Ooh. Beautiful lands. Did a pretty good job on some of these pools, actually. Hit, what, 2 surveil lands? Then 2 other specialty lands? That's really, really freaking good. Especially when you're only pulling 1 or 2 packs from each box. That's good pull rates right there. I'll have to make sure that I double check. I'll just go ahead and do it real quick. Make sure we're keeping our multicolor legendaries out of this pile. That way when I go to figure out commander wise. Yeah, that goes over there. And red. Do. Oh, ghostly wings. Plus shiny. I like them shiny. Might go back and watch this later and just be like, what is he rambling about? Sometimes that's how I feel at the gym though. Walking around, listening to music, and you just hear a good song, but you're not like fully singing it, but you're just talking out loud. I feel like people look at me like I'm absolutely crazy. Especially because I'm the person who has too much energy. So one thing I really struggle with is sitting there waiting while I'm trying to, get my rest in for my next set. And I'll get up. I have to get up. I'll go get some water. That way I waste a minute and a half walking across the gym and coming back to where I'm working out. Like I'll set my phone, set a timer so nobody comes over and interrupts. But I gotta walk away. It's like, otherwise, I'm going to start my set too early. And it just messes up the whole process. Gotta build that strength, get swole. Wait. Wait, it's right under me. I almost thought we got that other giant, that rare that saw a lot of play when it came out. The one that's shocked, in addition. Spark Double. I definitely think that Spark Double's going in there. It is so good not to. We get to double up our commander. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Where oh, you are multicolor, that's why. It actually got a decent amount of multicolor this time. I think we were doing it last time. We didn't get hardly any. We did, but most of it was actually legendary. So interesting to see how far some of this has come as far as changes and everything they made. I think the jumpstart packs will help out too. As far as like if we're able to hit a jumpstart that really matches up with what we're opening, that'll be really nice. So like if we end up going, oh dude, you're set for lands. Friggin' ended up with steam vents and a scalding tarn. Christ. Especially if we go that blue, red, white. But yeah, the jumpstart can help. I do like, we're messing up here. I do like those jumpstart packs. Sorting takes, I think, some amount of focus apparently. You know, white green here, specialty land, it'll go around the side. Apparently. I seem to be struggling a little bit here. What are we gonna do? I'm not going to include any of the Infinity as part of this deck building. We're just gonna skip over those. We're not gonna overcomplicate it. Don't need that. Multicolor. This was a big multicolor set, wasn't it? I think between that and guilds. Yeah, any guilds, do we? Dang, man. That would have been a good one. Yeah, make sure we hit, like, just include one pack of a set we know has a ton, like a Commander. We missed Commander Legends. I was really hoping we were going to hit a Commander Legends pack or two. So I know for sure we got some good legendaries in there. Make some decks out of. But, dang. I actually haven't even been keeping track. I don't think we've gotten very many actual monocolored legendaries. It might actually just be Chingataxis or maybe one or two others. Record's Bargain, so good. So good. So is that Jin. Cast an artifact, instant, or sorcerer spell. Copy that spell. Jingataxis. So brutal. And then, whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcerer spell, you counter that spell. Triggers only once each turn. So rude. Nice land there. Jeez Louise. Oh. Multicolor. Black. Good equipment right there. Now it's definitely going to end up going in. So what do we need for 60 card? Play 26. So we only need 34 cards. So that's actually not that bad. I wasn't even thinking about that. Really, two color is going to make it the easiest to build. 3 color, we end up going through way too many cards, and we'll probably end up adding a lot of things to the deck and then have to take away. 4 color, ugh. I think that might get too confusing. 4 color, I think, might just be over the top. We don't even need to. I don't think we even need to think about that. White, colorless, friggin' lands. My arm's getting tired. Reaching out all the way over here. Oh, this was a good one, actually. I think this one has all the guilds in it, so... Oh, but... Legendary creatures weren't as big back then. As what... At least not to the extent that they are now. They're absolutely insane as far as... Every set is half legendary. They're giving us too many options. Oh, I love Extort as a mechanic. Probably one of my favorite mechanics. Red. Ooh, I think blue, white, red actually might work out pretty well. It's gonna be fun. Doop doop. And I think we have enough artifacts too. Just black. Black. Oh, hey. Did get a black option. Another legendary right there. And green. Green. Almost there. We're almost there. Terramorphic Expanse. Dope. I think the universe said, make a red, blue, white deck. I think that's what happened, because we got some pretty decent lands there. Let's see here. No, not the choked. I got choked. Oh, where's all our good lands? So we got Steaments, a Scalding Tarn. I could have sworn we got a red-white Surveil. Yep, we did. Elegant Parlor. Yeah, blue-black. Alright. Let's do it. Take a look at some of our options. Satoru, whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, look at the top 3 cards of your library. I don't think we have enough ninjutsu for this, so that's going to be a no. Johan, Apprentice Sorcerer. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. Once each turn, you may cast an instant sorcery spell from the top of your library. That's kind of fun. And then Naomi, whenever Naomi, the Pillar of Order, enters the battlefield or attacks, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. Enters the battlefield and attacks. We could easily build that with what we have here, but Hinata the Dawn Crown. Flying, trample. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each target. Spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast for each target. Huh. Well, look at some of my options over here. What multicolor spells we have to go with that? Let's see if anything matches up, catches my eye. I think we are going to play Hinata. I think we are. Do we have enough artifact? It's got flying and trample. Wait. Our apprentice doesn't have flying? Oh, he's not flying. It looked like he was flying. I mean, and he's going to go well in there too, because we can cast instant sorceries from the top of our deck. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's how we're going to go. Alright, so that means we'll take green and black off the table. And there we go. Green and black off the table. That's off the table. So blue, artifact, and this. And what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go through the multicolor first. And then pause the video and figure out why it's giving me this counter for 46 minutes. So I'll pretty much leave it just like this. So we know where we're starting from. Right? That's white, yeah. Nope. Can't go in. Can't go in. It does not hurt to have a Boros Charm. Not the right color, not the right colors. Not the right colors. Alright, one or more creature you control deals combat damage. Oh, it's got green in it. That's unfortunate. Ongoing investigation would have been cool. Nope. 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 White blue. Enters the battlefield. You gain 3 life and draw a card. Put that as a maybe. Scalding Viper. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Remember, opponent casts a spell with man. Oh, I think that's definitely going in there. Remember, opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less. Scalding Viper deals 1 damage to that player. Detective Satchel enters battlefield. Investigate twice. Create a. Then we can tap it. Create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying, and then we can only activate that if we sacrifice an artifact this turn. That might be good if we come across some treasures. Lightning Helix, 3 damage, 3 life. Yeah, heck yeah. Lightning Helix is dope. Frolicking Familiar. Blow off steam. 1 damage to any target. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, Frolicking Familiar gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Potential. And these won't fit. Alright, so we got some potentials here. I'm going to leave it just like this, and we'll be back. Alright, and just like that, we are back. Everything exactly how I left it. 1,280 subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe. Alright, anyways. Yeah, sure enough, I had 100 gigs of video in my trash can that needed to be deleted. Oh, that was hilarious. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Alright. We already do artifact? Or did I did. Okay. Let's look at our artifacts first. These are all white. White. There we go. Here's our artifacts. Oakley dokily. Let's see here. We definitely know we want that Haunted Cloak. Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. Equip 1. Stonework, Pack Beast. Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, and Wizard. Pay 2, add 1 mana of any color. That's a no. Put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield, and enters creature's base power becomes equal to the number of towns we control. We're not going to really have any town lands. Search your library for a base land card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Sacrifice artifact, search your library for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Potentially. Yeah. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. It has vigilance, as long as equipped creature is a human. Who do we have? Is our commander a human? It's a Kirin Spirit, and I already see a bunch of things not human. No, that's okay. 7-drop, Trample, Haste. So our commander is a 4-drop, so we're competing with 4. Creature gets +X/+O, where X is the number of times his ability has resolved this turn. That's bronze cudgels. 4 Fire Mine. Tapped. We get to add 2 mana of different colors. 4 Rock. Spell costs 1 less gas for each creature in your party. Seagate 7. Utility Knife. Enters the battlefield. Attach it to target creature you control. Gets +1/+1. Mana Geode. Get to scry 1 when it enters, and then add 1 mana of any color. We are playing 3 color. Could be nice to fix. Ascend Oraska Relic. Alright. 1 year mana pool. Gain 3 life. Draw a card. Only if you have the city's blessing. So you got a 3-drop mana rock, but it doesn't fix anything. Thraben Gargoyle. No. Automaton enters battlefield. Surveil 1. No. Add 1 mana of any color. Activate only once each turn. Golem. So we got a mana fix there. And then Exile target card from a graveyard. Oh, exile it from your graveyard, and we can exile some from somebody else's. Spin span only cast. Nope. A lot of artifact creatures. Kind of surprising. Oil counter. Add 1. Activate only if it has 2 oil counters and 1 draw. If it has 5 oil counters. Huh. That's not half bad. So it gets 2. So after 2 turns, we get to add an extra mana. And then after 5 turns, we get extra draw for 1 mana for 1 draw. That's not half bad. Pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color. Is that a 2-drop creature? Maybe. Leave that as some options there. Leave it as an option. So we have no idea what we're going to end up with. So our artifacts. I'll just go right there. We only need to see our commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we need 60. Wow. It goes quick sometimes. I think we're going to cut a lot of that out, though. For Mirrodin, enters battlefield. So we definitely need some things that are going to target. Another creature artifact control is put in. And we want non-creature. So some non-creature synergy and then some target creature synergy. Enter battlefield, return land you control. No. Enters battlefield if you control 2 or more gates. Nope, not playing gates. Whenever a player casts a spell from his or her hand, that player exiles it. Then exiles cards from the top of his or her library. Till they exile a card shares a card type. That player may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then he or she puts all cards exiled with Possibility Storm. Oh, that's fun. That is a fun card. That definitely makes some chaos for a game. Fire Crystal. Creature you control have haste. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Oh, I like that. May discard a card if you do draw a card. 60 card. No, that's alright. That's alright as well. Name of each upkeep. If no spells were cast last turn, transform. 5. The game gets upkeep. Player casts 2 spells. Can transform again. We're not really playing transform deck. Whenever Simian Sling or Crypt creature becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage. Alright. Seismic Wave. Deals 2 damage to any target and 1 damage to each non-artifact creature target opponent controls. 2 damage to any target. Some direct to the face. When our ogre enters the battlefield, control another creature with power 4 or greater. It deals 2 damage to each opponent. That actually works out with our commander. So if you control another creature, commander has 4. It's going to deal 2 damage to each opponent. Has reach. 4 drop. Maybe. We got instant Nahiri Stoneblade. 2 target creatures each get 2/0 until end of turn. We got some target there. Deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. That's party based. Discard a card to draw 2 cards. Sorcery speed. I think we had another one similar already that we passed over. I think it might have been... Okay, yeah, we did. Tormenting Voice. Additional cost to cast a spell. Discard a card. They're both the same. Oh, it's Tormenting Voice. It was just different art. I was just looking at the art. Oh, that's hilarious. Inordinate Rage. Target creature gets +3/+2 until end of turn. Scry 1. Okay. Little goblin. That's mine. Create a treasure token. Sacrifice an artifact or land. Draw a card. Blocks or becomes blocked by a creature. Deals 1 damage to that creature. +1/+1 trample as long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield on your controller's turn. Haste as long as you control another dinosaur. Enters battlefield, search your library for a dino. Shuffle, put it on top. Enters battlefield under control. You may have deal 1 damage to each creature. Enchant creature, so it's going to target. Enters battlefield, deals 1 damage to enchanted creature. Gets +3/+0 and has trample. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. Some prowess would be great. Flash. Enchant creature gets +3, so we're going to get a decrease off that. 2/1/1 red devil creature tokens in the battlefield. They have, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. We don't need any doubles. Red herring. Tax each combat if able. Ooh, Borak the Clan Basher. Double strike and trample. Cost 6. If he has haste, that could be a finisher. Troll gets +2/0, gets haste until end of turn. When this creature dies. Oh, Felonious Rage was huge in standard. I don't know if it still is, but there for a minute. Let's see here. Look at the top card of your library. Anytime once each turn, you may cast an instant sorcery spell. We end up having enough for a full commander deck? That would be exciting. Flying Trample enters battlefield for each player. Destroy up to 1 non-basic player controls. For each land destroyed this way, its controller may search their library. Or basically a card. As long as it's your turn, a creature gets +1/+0, has first strike. Sacrifice a knife, draw a card. I said no to Simian Sling. Creature gets +1/+1. It comes blocked, it deals 1 damage to defending player. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, gains haste till end of turn. If it's equipped, you may destroy all equipment attached to that creature. Oh, that's dope. Oh. Equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Activate abilities of equipment you control. That target blade graft costs 1 less to cast. Edgewall enters, create a 1/1 black rat creature token. Can't be blocked. Discard Iron Hoof. Target creature gets +3/+1 and trample. Or it's a trample haste boar. Channeling. I don't think we would get the minus the save 1 ability for channeling. I don't think that's going to cost us 1 less. Sacrifice another artifact. Gain control. Creatures. Exile. Trample haste 3/3. Meh. A 5-drop. Although sometimes you can't really be picky. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. From what I've seen so far, being so low, I mean, probably 35 lands? A lot of 1, 2s, and 3s, and 4. I had 36 lands, so 60, we would need 64 cards. Is that possible? We're halfway through. We'll see here in a moment. I still think Brawl's probably the way to go. For Mirrodin, quick creature, nope. Spell costs 3 more to cast if it targets a creature. Exile target non-land permanent. I do like that. We're gonna make it cost less anyways. Double strike. Equipped warriors you control have double strike. I like double strike. Enters battlefield, you may return to land you control. We don't need to return any lands. Destroy target artifact creature or enchantment. Detain up to 2 target creatures under control. What the heck is detain? Oh my gosh, that's old. Until your next turn, those creatures can't attack or block, and their activated abilities can't be activated. Okay. Ready to cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell. Let's see if we get some auras. We have to draw a card. So we have some equipment. No, not really gonna vehicle out in this, but we got some equipment and auras. Creature dies, create a 1/1 hero creature token equal to the number of creatures you control. Discard a card, tap a creature. Create 3 2/2 white samurai, a 6-drop. Wow, big boy. It wouldn't be too bad, but we're not really going for generating tokens. Warrior attacks alone. Enters battlefield, target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Why don't you a flash? Angel Heart Protector. Where's your flash at, bro? 2 other creatures attack, put a +1/+1. Tap target creature, converted mana cost 2 or greater. A little bit of control there. Makeshift actually might work out pretty well. Put a +1/+1 on it. So first time it attacks with something else is going to be a 4/3. The target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Draw a card. Look for some target there. Enters battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control, named Charmed Stray. Nope. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be presented to you and other permanents you control. Exile target creature power 4 or greater. I love the Wanderer. It was such a good that's awesome play. Wanderer saw some play. For a minute. Alright. Knightly Valor. Enchant creature, enters battlefield, create 2... Wait. Oh, we got an aura. Gets +2/+2 and has vigilance. And we get to create a 2/2 white knight. Enters battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each target. Or you tap an untapped creature and opponent... Whenever you tap an untapped creature and opponent controls, put a +1/+1 on target creature you control. I don't think we're going to get that much value out of that part. Pay 2 if you do create a sorcerer roll token. 1/1, and whenever this creature attacks... Oh, I like that. I forgot about those roll auras. Sacrifice 2 enchantments, return from your graveyard to your hand. No. Enters battlefield. Search your library for any number of cards named Legion. Nope. Enters battlefield. Investigate. Nope. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end turn. If you control an equipment, put a 1/1. Oh, yeah. 1/0 for each equipment. Nope. Exile from your graveyard. Put 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Lifelink 3/1. Get an extra cast later, but no thank you. Another creature with power 2 or less enters battlefield under control. I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but chaos is very chaotic. These cards have some these just have nothing to do with each other. Drafting is much easier when it's all from the same set. I have no idea what we're going to come out with. Anyways, Market Watch Phantom. Creature power 2 or less enters. Gains flying till end of turn. There are a lot of bad magic cards too. Exile target creature till it leaves the battlefield. Yeah. I do like that. Enters battlefield or dies, put a +1/+1 counter target creature. No, that's okay. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. You do that twice. Nope. Enchant artifact or creature. Gets +1 for each creature and or vehicle you control. Oh, I like that. Double strike. And it's got ninjutsu. Sacrifice, draw a card. Basilica Skull Bomb. What an art. That is very interesting art. Sacrifice, target creature controls +2/+2, gets flying, draw a card. Oh, we gotta pick one. So we either draw a card or 2/2 flying and draw a card. Okay. Indestructible when indoctrination at 10 enters. Return another permanent you control to its hand. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian. Turn target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And we get it's a 1-drop. Okay. So it ends up being a 1-drop for us. We get an aura. And return target creature to the battlefield. That's 2 sorcery? Wow. Alright. Untap target creature. Gains +1 and indestructible. Destroy target creature, power 4 greater. Destroy target artifact with mana value 3 or less. Gain 3 life. 3 or less. 3 or less. Is that good in Commander? $18. I think we might be able to do it. We might be able to do it. I don't know how good it'll be, but God. Yeah. Actually, yes. Even though we have what, 1 planeswalker right now? I still think that this might end up being a pretty decent card with the number of instants and sorceries we have in here. 1 planeswalker, yeah. Might need to look at our creatures too. End up being heavily reliant on the commander as a creature. So yes to Gauntlet. Cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter, remove an oil, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Okay. 3 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter. No. Target creature gets tap target creatures. Controller mills 2 cards or creatures on tap. Draw a card, instant speed. Enters the battlefield. If you control 2 or more gates, you may draw a card. No gates. Create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. Tap target creature and controls, put a stun counter on it. Draw a card for each tap creature. Apparently we're doing a lot of tapping creatures. This might not be too bad. Draw a card for each tap creature your opponents control. +2, that's gonna force them to be careful on attacking the turn before this finishes from Diamond Dust. I actually kind of like that. Flash flying, Tap target creature, it doesn't attack during its investigate, so we get a sack draw. Enchant artifact, loses flying. Yeah, lame. Or maybe cast an artifact into a sorcerer spell. Oh, heck yeah. That's going in. Jin-Gitaxias value. For sure. The big 7-drop, but I mean, artifact, instant sorcery. So that means we're going to get to copy a ton of spells. It's just going to cost us a lot to get out. Anyways. Can't be blocked this turn. Draw 2 cards. If you control Jace Planeswalker, draw 3. This was so good. Miss my boy Jace. Scry 4, draw 2 cards. Let's see where we're at for cards and draw. Gets +1/+1/0 until the turn. It can't be blocked. Costs 1 less to activate for each. Enters battlefield. It feels kick, tapped, enchanted creature. Enchanted creature. Oh, you may pay additional enchant creature. When Bobble Snare enters the battlefield, it's kicked, tapped into a creature. Okay, gotcha. So we can't kick it, and we should be able to reduce that kicker cost, right? Doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Okay, potentially. How do you cast a non-creature spell? Got a lot of non-creature spells. I think we are gonna. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 on Thunder Drake. Definitely Spark Double. Draw 3 cards. Create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. Can only block creatures with flying. A 5-drop to draw 3. Enchant creature. +0/+2. As long as it's a pirate. Otherwise, -2. Ascend. Draw 2 cards. You have City's Blessing. Draw 3 cards instead. More draw. Never hurts. We'll see, though. So at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. If you have the City's Blessing, you draw 2 cards. I do like drawing. I don't care if other people draw. Just speeds the game up, you know? We'll put it as a maybe. Can't attack unless you cast a non-creature spell this turn. 6/6 for 6. It's a turtle. The ugliest looking turtle I've ever seen. Put that in like the kind of maybe, sorta. Ghostly Wings. Okay. Enchant creature gets flying. We're gonna give our turtle flying. Oh, that's hilarious. Investigate creatures your opponents control. Get -2. If any of them are suspected. Spell can't be countered. Oh, it's already got my attention. Tap up the 2 target creatures and put a stun counter on each of them. Investigate. And it only costs us 2 for each target. Enter battlefield, search your graveyard, land, sand, or library for a card named Magnifying Glass, and or a card named Thinking. Oh, nope. Counter target spell, unless our only counter spell. Less space 2. Suspect up to 1 target creature. Suspect creature has menace and can't block. Tap an untapped artifact or creature you control. Add mana, discard. The owner of target non-land parent puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Actually, no, it's channel, so can't reduce that. Ninjutsu enters battlefield, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. Spell costs 1 less cast for each artifact you control. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 artifact cards. Chrome Prowler. Tap target. We're doing a lot of tapping of target creatures. Enters battlefield, draw a card, discard a card. A 5/4/3 flyer. Draw 2 cards. Plus an additional 1. Oh, our second counter spell. Bitter Chill. Tap into creature. Doesn't untap. When it's put into the battlefield from the graveyard, you may pay 1 if you do scry 1, draw a card. Oh, heck yeah. Spell costs 2 less to cast if it's bargain. You may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast a spell. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Oh, so we can bargain it and it targets. So it's essentially we can get it down to a 1 cast. Till in a turn, target creature or vehicle becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/5. Draw a card. Base power 4/5. Meh. We do get to draw a card though. It's only gonna cost 2 for. We don't have any vehicles though. That'd be nice if there's a vehicle, because then it becomes an actual creature. All right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Let's see where we ended up. Hopefully 65 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39, 40, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Wait, so we do put suit up in there? Till in a turn, target creature or vehicle becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness. Draw a card. Alright. I still think we're probably 1 or 2 short. We are definitely really low on the curve. I'm going to go back real quick and see if I can snag some that I was on the fence about. Where were we? Oh, not Jace's Triumph. Enchant artifact creature is fine. It would be nice if we could get probably something to look to add in. Be something for when you cast non-creature spell. Either draw a card, scry, something along those lines would be great to add in for this deck. Actually, since I was going to anyways, I actually don't even need to do that. Because in addition to building the deck and opening the packs for Lucas, I'm going to look through some of my actual cards for some upgrades that he can add and play around with later. So we're going to just include those in there, and this will kind of be our starting point for the deck. So overall, actually a very interesting deck. A lot of control. Ton of control. I really like this Spark Double. Have Spark Double enter the battlefield as a copy of creature or planeswalker control, except there's additional +1 on it. If it's a creature, additional loyal if it's a planeswalker, and it isn't legendary if that permanent legendary. So I mean, if we could get the Hinata copied, that means spells we control cast are going to cost 1 less to cast, so it's going to 2 less to cast for each target. And in addition, spells our opponents cast are going to cost 2 more to cast for each target. So it's going to make it a lot more difficult for them to cast stuff that targets their stuff, and then anything that might be used to destroy our stuff. So I kind of like that. But anyways, we got some more things to put together for Lucas. Like I said, I won't go through that too much, so that some of it can be a surprise for him. And this was a very interesting experience, honestly. Very interesting. I've never done a Chaos draft before and gone through cards for without a specific thing in mind, that have really a lot of them don't have all that much to do with each other. So you're not going to be able to come up with very many complex ideas for this. You can't. It's got to be simple, right? So we got a lot of control in there. We got a lot of target creatures. So I think that if this deck were to work, it should be very fast paced for it. It's really going to focus on keeping that commander out and reducing a lot of these, being able to do a lot of these in one turn every single turn. That way you can continue to put on the pressure and just attack away. So I think one thing that's definitely going to be really nice to add into this would be some draw. This Jin Kataxis would be absolutely hilarious to get out and to be able to keep him out. I mean, if you're going to keep copying all your spells and choosing new targets for the spells, I mean, you're just going to keep tapping down the entire board. Your opponents aren't going to be able to cast things. It's going to be, and when they are able to cast target spells, it's going to be a lot more expensive for them. So I think that's actually a really good addition to that. That worked out pretty well. But you're just going to have to, I think it's going to be a high pressure deck where you're just going to need to keep on attacking. You can't stop, can't slow down. And as long as, I mean, looking at that curve, 1s, 2s, 3s, good, decent. We're very low on anything over 4 and 5. So I probably think 35 lands is going to do well. And if we can add in some things to get us a good draw engine, I think that would make it even better. Fire Crystal. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. sacrifice it at the beginning and next step. Probably one of these spells with one of these prowess would probably be the best. Just prowess something, cast like 4 or 5 spells, and just whack somebody for 5-6 damage. Probably the way to go on that. We have a little draw engine, little baby draw right there. So I really like this Haunted Cloak though. I don't know why. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. Seems like a pretty good combo. If I had like Ward 1 or 2 on it too, that would be even better. That would be great for this deck actually, now that I think about it. Any Ward spells to add into this? Give things Ward? Game over, man. Just make things way expensive for them to copy it. For them to target anything that you own. Till next time, guys. Mr. T will be putting a few of these videos together. See what we come up with. It's always interesting to see what the cards have in store for us, what we're going to be able to build on the spot. And I hope you guys enjoy this type of content. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think of the deck? Would you play this as you're seeing it? That's what I'm really curious. How many people would actually play this or even try to manipulate it to become better and turn it into something that they would play? What are some cards that you would add in as well? Hinata Dawn Crowned. Beautiful art on that card as well. Kamigawa was such a good set. Enough rambling again. Till next time, guys. Right in the middle. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.